let me see, withdrawals. Let's talk about withdrawal. Let's go to the money like management side of things. Like you said, you once made like 20,000 rands, and you were younger, right? You blew it up. Let's say now you get the chance to have a withdrawal that's 20,000 again. What would you do now that's different? Or that would like show, like, let's say losses are part of the game, right? So now you withdraw 20,000 in profits, and you know losses are always there. How would you like manage, like, let's say 20,000 is everything you have right now in your bank? What would you do, man? How would you like make sure you capitalize? How would you grow that? Do you take the whole 20,000 deposit again and use crazy lots to make 1,000,000, or what do you do from there?
No, I wouldn't consider that.
Yeah. Hey, what's happening, my people, man? I'm back again with another video. So as you guys know, man, on the channel I'm sharing a whole lot like about my solo like journey with this FX thing, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, you know what, I gotta bring some of my friends who are in the same industry, you know what I'm saying, who are trading, so they can share their own side of the story and what's happening with this Forex thing. As you guys know, man, it can get tricky, you know what I'm saying? So today I have my man. What's up, man?
What's up, Michi?
Yes, sir. You good, bro?
I'm good.
Yes, sir, man. I want you to introduce yourself to my people, man. Tell them who you are, how you found out about Forex, you know what I'm saying?
Babe, my name is Colin. I'm a friend of Skolani, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm a friend of Skolani. I started trading in, I think it was like 2018.
Alright.
That's when I first heard about trading. I started out with options.
IQ options.
Yeah, IQ options. But I started with expert options.
Yeah.
At the time, I was still employed. I was working for this other insurance company.
Alright, so you were shining a 9 to 5?
Yeah, I was shining a 9 to 5.
I did.
So I came across this ad. You see, when you're exposed to the environment of work environment, you get pressured. So I did not want that kind of life for myself.
Yeah.
So when I came across this ad, it was appealing to me because they were talking about you can instantly make money that day. You see, I was like, what?
Easy,
Yeah, and then I got into it, started watching some videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I thought it was easy, man. You know how it goes, man. You know.
So like, what convinced you? Like, because a lot of people like see these ads on like socials, or they get told by other people, but then they are kind of like skeptical to get started. You know what I'm saying? So what was it that like convinced you like this thing is real? Did you like see somebody on the internet who was making money, or what happened there? What convinced you to actually like take your hard-earned money and put into a live account?
For me, it always been like that kind of thing in me, you see, that I always wanted to be independent. So regardless of knowing someone, I didn't even know someone.
Yeah.
I just saw the ad and I was like moved about it. You know?
So
that's I think that's what kept me going. You see.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy because in most cases people like need that, like, because a lot of people don't believe in things unless they see like personally, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of people tend to hear about it and forget about it, and then they'll see it somewhere else whereby it's working, they'll be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Then I bet. So like, can you walk me through like your first deposit? Like, what was it, you know what I'm saying? And like, what was going through your mind? Like, do you have expectations, or what was going through?
Yeah, the expectations are always there.
Yeah,
the expectations are always there.
Yeah.
My first deposit was with the IQ options. I think I deposited like, I don't know, $10, because you had like the minimum
deposit
of like $10.
Yeah.
And for the fact that I made like quick cash, it was beginner's luck. I guess. Yeah.
Oh, you did make some cash?
Yeah, I did make some cash.
Yeah.
I think it went like 20k in South African rands.
Damn, bro, 20k. So what were you? Damn, this is crazy. He's saying it like it's some light. You know what I'm saying? This guy is saying he made 20k off his first deposit. So walk me through that, like in detail. So you deposited like $10,
$10,
of which is like the bare minimum.
Yeah.
Right.
And I was still employed at the time.
Damn.
So I'm making it while I'm employed. So the dopamine thing, it got into me. I thought like I was invincible.
Damn. So like, what were you trading? Was it like those little tick thing, or was it candlesticks?
It was
or...
candlesticks.
I bet. So with like expiration time, like 1 minute or something like that.
1 minute. I think it was like 1 minute.
Damn.
I don't remember correctly, but I think it was like 1 minute.
Yeah.
So I kept on entering.
Damn.
And I had like made that cash in like, I think it was a week.
So you were trading, like,
I was like trading in.
I mean, I can only imagine, like, from $10 to like
20k South African.
20k South African rands, like you were going in full margin every trade.
Every time. Like,
damn, you were maxing out.
Basically gambling.
Damn, this guy, like, bro, that's insane. Like, damn, bro. A lot of us, like, when we get in, like, our first couple of like deposits, we tend to lose it. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people, first deposit, you just lose it, and then you keep on learning until maybe you get your withdrawal after a couple of months. You know what I'm saying? For you, it's crazy that you just deposited the bare minimum and you were able to make like 20k. So I bet. So what do you do now? Was the account like already verified? Like you were able to withdraw at any time, or you wanted to withdraw and they required some documents, or what happened there?
I did withdraw at the time
with no hassle.
With no hassle, but you have to go through the verification.
Yeah.
It's obvious. Having that happen, that's what like actually gave me that motivation, like you actually say.
Like this thing is real.
This thing is real.
Yeah. So now you saw the money.
Yeah. I was like, okay, let me get back at it. But then, when I got back at it, it was a different story.
Yeah. So okay, like you withdrew, right? And then like you withdrew everything in the account.
Yeah,
right?
like clean.
So you were waiting for it to reflect to your bank account.
Yeah. So
what happened? Like, tell me, like, on the day whereby you got that like notification, and then you took your phone and you saw like 20,000 rands. Like, what happened?
Excited,
walk me through that like experience.
I was so excited, man.
Yeah.
Remember at work, I was getting paid like a minimum of like 6k.
Damn, bro.
And I was able to make more than I'm getting paid
through your phone.
Through my phone, and like nobody believed in it. Like, what are you doing, dog? Are you a scammer or something? Like, no.
So like, what did you do with like the cash? So the cash is in your bank account. You have access to it. What happens now?
I was young, dog. Obviously, I blew the cash, dog. I was young, dog. I regret even now.
So this is still like 2018, right?
That was like 2018 to 2019. I just don't remember like
the exact
year. Like, yeah.
So you blew the cash basically.
Obviously, dog. Obvious.
That's crazy, bro.
And when I got back to the markets again, I was a constant blower.
You were giving back.
Yeah, I was giving back all the 20k. I was giving it back.
So when you went back in, like, what was now the deposit? Were you still like depositing the $10, or you had upped it up? Like,
I upped it up. I think it was 50, 100. And like you see, like 50, 100, like I think I blew that 100 in just like, I don't know, 2 days, I think.
Damn, bro.
And I was like, let me just take it easy now. Yeah. 10.
You just kept on losing.
I just kept on losing.
Damn, bro, this is crazy. This guy like made 20,000 rands with just $10, and that's beginner's luck. And then after that, he just had to pay back the money basically, because he just kept on losing. Now it was a losing streak now. Back to back.
Gee.
So what happens now, because obviously you said those were like options. How do you then now go from options to like Forex, like on MT4? And
obviously, when I started out, I started with expert options, right?
Yeah.
So I had to do more digging, I went through some research, and as you research, you go through like, you're like, okay, you're hearing people talking about Forex. And I started comparing the two. You see, like, okay, this is how it works. The Forex is different, but it's not different.
Yeah, you still trading.
The only thing I think, like the expert option, gave me the edge to understand. It's like how the candlesticks operate.
Yeah. Damn, that's crazy.
So I transitioned to Forex.
On the MT4 platform.
Yeah, MT4 platform. Started like understanding deep what's Forex. You see, like I was starting over again.
So I bet you go from making the 20,000, you go to blowing, right? And then now you found out about MT4. So what happens now when you get to the MT4 side of things? Do you start off by blowing, or do you have another beginner's luck on the platform? What's happening there?
The story was different.
Yo.
The story now was completely different. Like, was completely different.
Damn.
You see, obviously, with the social media pressure that you see, people making 10K in a day, like, okay,
they're making big money.
Yeah. And I was like, I can do it also. I can be able to do this. But when I engaged with the market, it was different. Like, I kept on blowing, because I was with Hot Forex.
The first ever broker now.
The first ever broker now. I don't remember the other ones. I think it was just Forex or something like that. But I was committed with Hot Forex. Yeah.
So you were still like depositing in dollars, right?
Yeah, I was still depositing in dollars. Then I transitioned to trends.
Yeah.
Deposited like thousands, 500.
You just blow.
Yeah, I was blowing.
You are trading currency.
Yeah, I was trading currencies.
Yeah. Damn, bro. So I bet like you have been like in the game for a while now. So what would you tell like somebody that's coming in right now and they just saw an ad like you did and they think like, okay, it's gonna be easy, it's gonna be a walk in the park, I'm gonna make money, take care of my family, and you know how it is basically when you're in newbie, right? You just saw it on Instagram, they are drifting cars, champagnes, and you know what I'm saying?
The only thing that I'm gonna say is that they lying to you.
Damn, bro.
They lying to you, man. It's not that easy, dog. There's a whole lot that you need to first understand. There's a whole lot that you need to learn. You need to have experience. You know that Rome wasn't built in one day, dog.
100%, bro. 100%. And people don't. Unfortunately, like they don't want to hear that type of like. You know what I'm saying? It's the truth, and it's crazy because now people get to learn the hard way because they come in not knowing, or they come in just like taking all that negativity out because they call it negativity. He's saying we are not going to make it, and whatever. So they choose to like filter all of that out and have that good lifestyle they see on socials. And then when they come in, they found out, yo, it's a different story.
I thought it was like there's always a shortcut. But there isn't. Like, truthfully speaking, there isn't. Like, Forex is something else. You will have to go through like a lot of things, like mental breakdowns.
Damn.
Understand?
Emotional
emotional side of things. So it's not easy, dog. Like, you have to learn it like easy. Like, you have to like take it easy. You know, step by step. I think if you have like a mentor, it would be easy. If you have someone who's very transparent, someone who's truthful about it,
it gets a little bit easier.
It gets a little bit easier. You have to like. I think the other thing, you have to focus on it via long term, not short term. I think that might help you out.
Because you're not in a rush, right? So you can not in a rush. Research, make those mistakes, and you know it's a long term game. So you mentioned something that like is important, like the mental side of it. If maybe you can come in and get a mentor, you are basically like cutting the learning curve a little bit short. But then now what we are seeing is that a lot of these mentors are not like real. You know what I'm saying? Because now there's a channel on YouTube by Rydal Fix, right? He's exposing these guys like they're scammers and whatever. So how does one choose a mentor? How do you know, okay, this person is genuine? Because on Instagram they're all doing the same thing. It's the cars, it's the vacation, whatever. So how do I know now, okay, this is the right person?
The first red flag for me, if someone is going to tell me that they're probably making 100 million in just a blink of an eye, for me it's just a red flag. And then someone who's very transparent, someone who actually shares their losses also, and someone who's very transparent when it comes to like the psychological side of things. Someone who just shares maybe if they give you like signal, you have to understand fully why are they giving you that signal.
Why are they yeah, I get
Rather than following someone who's just providing you with signals that the blind is saying buy and so, but you don't know what you're buying.
And why you're buying.
So you have to follow someone who's very transparent, who's not gonna flex on you. That's the first thing that I think you should consider.
So it's basically someone who's going to be honest about it and tell you, yo bro, this is not an overnight thing. It's gonna take time, but then if you are committed, it will work out eventually, and all those things. Yeah, man, like that's 100%. And it's unfortunate that people don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? People want it, because now people, what I've realized, they come in this thing with their problems in. You know what I'm saying? They come in with like, yo, my mom is not working, I gotta, you know what I'm saying? So they come in looking for that quick cash, you know what I'm saying? And then it burns them, and a lot of them will now go from, you know what I'm saying, yo, I wanna trade, to being like, yo, Forex is a scam, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And once you are in that type of like mindset, it's hard to get back in track, you know what I'm saying? Because
it's true, it's true. Because I also went through that kind of path. Like I wanted to make money quick because of my personal life. I wanted to make it out of it like quick. So I wanted that quick cash. You know? So eventually I ended up doing the same mistake that I always knew that it was wrong. So I didn't want to hear this thing like nah. You have to be patient. You have to take it easy. Like why take it easy if like you have a setup and then
you can just go all in and make a lot of money.
But then losses are always inevitable. Losses are always there. So you got to get out of it.
But then I think, now that I think of it, is that like we shouldn't like blame these newbies a lot, because this thing, it's how it's advertised. Like it's how it's advertised, like for real. If you can just search Forex, the first thing you'll see is a Lamborghini.
It's a Lamborghini.
The first thing you'll see is a pile of cash. The first thing you'll see is designer clothes. You know what I'm saying? So I understand why they are coming in with that mindset. But then the most important thing you gotta understand is that, okay, you can come in with that mindset, but then you gotta be willing to learn, bro. And you gotta be willing to accept it. When you see that, okay, it's not a get rich quick thing, you gotta be able to say, okay, you know what, I understand it, and be able to move on forward. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to going to saying now, okay, it's a scam, or to going like and be, bro, we gotta talk about this. A lot of these guys that are flexing on the socials, they are eating money like of mentorship and signals. That's another thing. You know what I'm saying? And people don't see that. So this guy like is flexing, he's on vacations on a daily, and it's just because you paid him that like 1,000 or whatever. So just imagine, most of them like have 100,000 followers. Just imagine if just 1,000 people come through and they pay like 1,000.
That is just crazy, dog.
Damn, bro.
That is just crazy.
It's insane.
You know, when you lie,
you
get more followers.
100%.
But when you speak the truth, I bet like you are not gonna have any followers.
Yeah, bro.
So those people who are flexing, they lying to you. You know? They just take your money. They probably have someone who knows how to trade, and they fund, and then they make money out of you, and then they just tell you things that like you don't even understand.
It gets sad, like
it's so sad, dog. It's so sad,
like for real, bro. And people are not aware.
Have you ever like subscribed to a signal provider?
Yeah, and it was horrible. Like it was horrible, like for real. That's why I saw like, you know what, bro. And when I subscribed to most of these like signals, even mentorship, I once bought mentorship, and after buying it, I saw now this person, the way they're trading or the way that they're analyzing the market, it's not that different from the way I do it. It's not that different. The only difference, and one thing I've realized, is that capital plays like a big role. Because now I might send you a signal and say buy US 30, and then you only have $50 in your account. You make profit of 25, of which is half your account. And I come in, I have 20,000 US dollars. So we both make half, but then I make 10,000, you make 25,000. 25 US dollars. You know what I'm saying? It's a huge difference. With that 10,000, I can go in on a vacation, I can buy a car. I mean, in South Africa, these things is cheap if you're using dollars, right? You can buy a car, and then you think maybe your things is not moving, whatever. But then if you can take a closer look, it's the same thing. We took the same trade, got the same pips, but then now because of capital, I'm able to advance a little bit faster. You know what I'm saying? So
account size does matter.
It does matter.
It does matter. Account size. I think it does though, because they lying to you. They're telling you that you can make it.
Yeah.
Out of that 50
Yeah. You just need to
keep on instill that memory to you that
yeah,
man, you can make it. Like, you can make it. It's possible.
Yeah.
And I don't blame them either, because they driving you also, like, it's possible. You believe it.
They give it that spirit. Yeah.
But then when you do the math,
yeah,
it doesn't just,
the odds is
so little, man.
Yeah.
So little, bro.
Yeah, and it does play a role. Capital does play a role. And another thing that's driving these newbies crazy is this flipping of accounts.
Yeah.
Because you'll see a post, they turn $100 to 5,000, something like that.
Yeah. Imagine.
It's crazy. Now you say. So now, always when you have that $100 you deposit, you're trying to flip it to that 5,000. Every time you're trying to flip it, and in your mind you're thinking, damn, I need to flip this thing once and then I'll be fine. And then it might happen that you flip it once, you withdraw, you go do your thing. The next time when you come in, you blow.
Oh yeah.
What now?
Oh yeah.
So it's not sustainable. Damn, bro. Like, I don't know. Like,
there was something that I came through while I was finding out about more and more, like, about these people.
Yeah.
Like, on the social media.
Yeah.
That they could actually edit those MT4s.
Damn.
Like they have softwares that they use to edit, and then they put those profits in the screens, and then they tell you that, oh bro, you'll be making this much, and eventually you're gonna buy that.
Yeah, it's Photoshop.
It's Photoshop. It's basically Photoshop, dude.
Just imagine. Think that it's even better to just trade a demo and show those profits than to Photoshop like the numbers. Because now that's a lie on a whole different level. Because on a demo, it shows, okay, you did take the setup, you did make profit, it's just demo. Yeah. But then now if you're gonna come in and just tweak the whole thing, like, damn bro, you are now like taking it too far.
Yeah,
so now, speaking of capital, man, lately, I think this is like a blessing, man. I think a lot of traders are going to make it through this. And I'm talking about prop firms. So let's talk about prop firms a little bit. What do you think about prop firms?
I think prop firms are a new way to actually generate cash.
Yeah.
Because I think prop firms give you the opportunity to actually accommodate that idea of account size.
Yeah.
That account size matters.
Yeah.
Because it's really hard for traders.
Yeah.
Like individual traders, like retail traders like us.
Yeah.
We're basically not exposed to like
large capital.
Large capital.
Yeah.
So it gives you that edge.
Yeah.
To start something.
Yeah.
So I also believe like the prop firms are a way to go. Okay,
so tell me a little bit more about it. What is it? What are these guys offering? Like, how do I get into prop firms? Like, what are the requirements? What's happening? What's a prop firm like, basically? So I hear you're talking about capital. So do you just like email them and they give you capital, or how do I go about it?
Prop firms, you can search for prop firms on your search engines.
Yeah.
Such as, for me, I recommend my Forex funds.
Yeah.
You can just go there, and on the website you go through their evaluations. They have various kinds of accounts.
Okay.
So you can choose whichever one that suits you.
Yeah.
So especially my Forex funds has the affordable side of things.
I agree.
So you can buy those. They have an entry fee.
Yeah.
That you can pay, like, I think it's like $49 US. the minimum package of it. You have $49 you can buy that, and then they give you like 30-day period to reach a certain target.
Right.
I think it's like 8%.
Yeah.
So if you reach that 8%, you go to the next phase, which is the verification phase.
Yeah.
This is whereby they want to verify that you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Then if you pass that verification, they fund you with a live account with the same amount that you chose, which is maybe like $5,000.
Yeah.
And then you can take it from there. So if you make profit, you get like 85% of profit. Yeah. And then they like take 15, I think.
Yeah. Damn, that's crazy. And damn, like, this is awesome, man. So you basically just need to prove to them that, okay, you know what, I'm a trader, I know how to trade, and they'll definitely like fund you, basically, give you cash to trade, and then you all split. Damn, that's awesome. And I think a lot of people are going to make it through this, because this is an opportunity, because now it kind of eliminates that like thing of flipping of accounts. Like you said, it's like just $49 to get the account. Know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. So if you claim you are a trader, you know how to trade, you can just invest in that. And it's I feel like it's dope, man, that you get the opportunity to have such large accounts, right? Yeah, you can definitely do serious damage with that. You just gotta be a trader, like you say you are. You know what I'm saying? Not a gambler, because a lot of guys is just gamblers, right? Alright, but now let's talk about losses, like forex losses. What's up with that? So let's say now I go get a strategy, right? I learn the strategy, I learn the risk management and everything. I basically just learn strategy and everything that there is in the package or whatever. And then I go on and take trades, and then I just lose. Walk me through that. Like, what does one have to do when these type of things are happening? How do I react? How do I keep my psyche intact? And how do I manage my feelings and all of that?
So I think the first trick when it comes to losses, first of all, you have that idea that your strategy works 99% of the time. So automatically your mindset expects positive results throughout. So when you experience a loss, the story is now different. You don't want to see a loss, and when you see a loss, you actually going to react in a certain way, which is now you will be violating your psychology mindset. So how to deal with losses? You have to actually have like a risk management plan, right? You also know you have to know where to place your stop losses. What percentage are you going to take on every trade that you're taking? Have a minimum drawdown to avoid like
losing
streaks, because losing is actually inevitable in trading. It's always going to be there. So it's up to you to actually know how to minimize the losses. So if you're applying like risk management, that you have a certain rule that you have a minimum drawdown of like maybe 2%. I think that's what you should be following.
Alright, man, that's dope. Like, so basically we are saying like every trader, every person who trades faces losses from time to time.
Even the professional.
So there is nobody who goes blue all the way. I bet. So it makes sense why you are saying like maybe in your plan you are saying you're going just to risk 2% and whatever. So when you lose, you're able to get out to avoid losing a whole lot, because losses are just there.
They're just
can't run from them. Damn, that's crazy. So So, bro, my next question is that, like, how do you know like a strategy is for keeps, right? Because you can have a strategy right now and then you experience losses, and a lot of people tend to change and hop onto another strategy or to another like mentorship. So how do you know a strategy is the one that you shouldn't change? Because there is a lot of strategies, right? Some use indicators, some use like it's whole lot. Now some are using like EAs, right, to avoid being in the markets like manually, right? So how do you know strategy is the one and that you shouldn't change it?
When it comes to strategies, strategies differ from person to person, right?
Yeah.
You have to find a strategy that actually resonates with your personality.
Yeah.
So if you want to be a swing trader, you need to understand which strategy to use for swing trading.
Yeah.
So the very important thing that you need to consider here is that you have to backtest your strategy.
Yeah.
Right? So we have to keep in mind that to actually master a strategy takes time.
Yeah.
So if you are going to transition from one strategy to another, it's going to only cloud your mindset when it comes to. So you have to find that one strategy and dedicate yourself to it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I bet. So you guys heard it, man. You shouldn't hop on to nonsense. So basically, you just gotta make a research what type of trader you are. If you're a scalper, get a strategy that's best for scalpers and just stick with it. Understand it throughout. Be a master of that strategy. And like we said, man, losses are always there. So there is no strategy whereby you won't take losses. So don't be going from strategy to strategy thinking maybe you'll find one whereby there are no losses at all, because they are there. So just pick one and just master it and understand it from the beginning till the end, and then I think it will pay off. You know what I'm saying? It will pay off. So now let's talk about, let me see, withdrawals. Let's talk about withdrawal. Let's go to the money like management side of things. Like you said, you once made like 20,000 rands and you were younger, right? You blew it up. Let's say now you get the chance to have a withdrawal that's 20,000 again. What would you do now that's different? Or that would like show like, let's say losses are part of the game, right? So now you withdraw 20,000 in profits and you know losses are always there. How would you like manage, like, let's say 20,000 is everything you have right now in your bank? What would you do, man? How would you like make sure you capitalize? How would you grow that? Do you take the whole 20,000 deposit again and use crazy lots to make 1,000,000, or what do you do from there?
No, I wouldn't consider that.
Yeah.
If I had like 20K in my bank account, right, the first thing that I would consider, like I said earlier on, the prop firms are the way. So they have like a variety of packages that you can choose from. You can choose one that you think that you can afford, right, and then purchase that one and go through the evaluation and verification. Should you pass the test, I mean, you can easily accumulate your cash more and more.
100%. So you would choose one that doesn't like destroy your bank account. You would choose maybe one whereby you are able to buy it over and over again, even if you can fail it, right? Yeah, because now I have been in situations whereby I had certain amounts, but then due to like poor management, you know what I'm saying? You wake up like next week saying, yo bro, but then I had this much, but now I don't, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I shouldn't have deposited the whole thing. I should have maybe went in with just like quarter, you know what I'm saying? So if maybe you have 1,000, you can go in 250, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. Yeah, so like you don't just trade, withdraw, spend the whole thing, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be smart with your money, because there's nothing as painful as having money today and being broke tomorrow, right? So when you make those withdrawals, make sure you respect it, right? You are professional with it, you know what I'm saying? Have that account where you put it there, you don't touch, and have that account if maybe you blow your fund from, and all of those things. Just be smart. Have a real plan behind it.
You have to have a plan behind it. Because if you're going to withdraw and blow that money, you simply chasing cloud.
For real, 100%.
So if you're going to chase cloud, Forex won't be your place. Yeah,
100%. So as we have been trading, and it's been years now, and we are not wealthy or rich yet, right?
Yeah.
And we have been trading. We never stop trading. Every time we get the chance to, we found our live accounts, we trade.
Get back at it.
So would you say, like, to have trading as your one and only income, is it like the best way to go about it, or you need to like make profits and go start a business, or what is it? What can you say about that? Can you have trading as your one and only source of income?
No, I wouldn't advise it.
Yeah.
Like personally, because trading will actually teach you something also.
Yeah.
Trading will teach you to actually focus on other things, because if you focus on trading, solely on trading, you will make a lot of rational decisions. So if you have like maybe another side hustle, or maybe another hobby, I think that would help you out, because it will help you not focus more on the screens. You see, and just over trading, end up over trading, doing all that. So you have to have something else that you do.
I think that's the best way to go about it, because just imagine now if you have that like side business or whatever, and you know maybe every week you get something from that, or every month, and then now you have a live account and you blow it, maybe you made a mistake or whatever, but then it's cool because you know you have income that's coming,
something to back you up.
Because another thing that hurts is trading your last cash, because you trade it with a lot of emotion, because you know if you lose that, or something happens, or you go into heavy drawdowns, the emotions will take over, because you have nowhere else to get the cash. Right? So it's important to have another source of income other than trading. 100%. And what I've learned, personally, I'm aggressive, right? But then I've learned that the reason why I'm aggressive is that I don't have anything else to do. So I'm always on the chart. I'm always trading, right? You take a trade and you're looking at it, it's just retracing a little bit, you close it. And then it actually goes up in your direction. If you had other things to do, you take a trade and go focus on that. You know what I'm saying? Then come back, okay, the trade hit the stop loss or it hit the profit. But then if you're on the screen all the time, you disturb the trade, you know what I'm saying? A lot of things happen. You know what I'm saying?
The markets are often confusing.
You
understand? So if you're going to stay on the charts for like 8 hours straight, I mean you go crazy. I think if you have that plan, execute your plan, just close your charts, focus on other things. Maybe you have like a rule. Like for me personally, I have a rule that I have to come back to the markets. If I've an executed trade, I have to come back to the markets for updates every 8 hours.
Damn, that's crazy. Damn, that's crazy, bro. 8 hours. That's insane.
But it's not easy though.
It's not easy, most definitely, because after placing a trade, because I'm aggressive, I know the smallest like moves against me can blow me. So I often like take a trade, and then after like 15 minutes I'm back. After 30 minutes I'm back. So you talking about 8 hours is actually crazy, you know what I'm saying? I think it's something that I need to work on. If I can work on that, bro, like I feel like a lot of things will like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of times where I take a trade, end up closing it, and then it goes, you know what I'm saying, to that direction. Then you already closed it because you were on there watching it like a hawk, you know what I'm saying?
Even though I have that rule, I still violate it to this very day. Like, because we're human, you know? Trading is just hard on its own.
It's hard.
Because I have that rule, it's written down. But sometimes, like, I just completely ignore it. Because I have that thing also that I want to make cash. I want to have that money.
100%.
But I think if you delete that mindset that I want to make money quick, that's when you're going to understand that, okay, you are there to collect. And that one setup, collect the cash, have like a target, then you're out, you see.
That's crazy, man. But then I think the reason why we are so like impatient, the reason why we are so emotional, I feel it's because we haven't like made money like that. And I feel like once we do, bro, if you can, as we said it, bro, like if you can have other like side hustles or other things you do outside the market, I feel like you wouldn't be so obsessed, because I feel like I'm obsessed with it sometimes. I'm obsessed with a certain trade sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But then I do believe once I get to a point where I have money in the bank and I have other things going on, I wouldn't be, you know what I'm saying, as attached as I am right now with a trade or whatever. Because now, man, you know, that trade you just opened is the one that determines whether you're going to buy groceries, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So you are bound to feel some type of way, you know what I'm saying, about the trade. So that's crazy, man. But then I think we definitely will get there, because there are no signs of quitting. There are no signs of quitting. We can fail as much as, bro, as long as we're still alive, as long as we still have access to the internet, we're going to trade. And it will happen. It will happen eventually.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? It will happen, and we'll be fine, man. Like, we'll get it right. I doubt we'll forever be in losses. We'll forever be blowing. We'll forever be violating these funded accounts. You know what I'm saying? There will be a point whereby we have it on lock and we'll destroy. And one thing I like about Forex, man, is that as much as we have lost all this money, all these accounts, when the right time comes, you can make all of that back. You know what I'm saying? Right? Confidence, when you now fully trust the strategy, when you see that setup, that you know this is the one I've been back testing for 6 months,
you see,
you kill it.
There was a wise man that I heard once by saying that says the fastest way is the slow one. Didn't make sense, but makes sense. Like, if you take it easy, like, you have to just take it that easy, that's when you're going to see change. But then if you edit it like this, you want to make it fast, you just
it makes sense,
go down instantly,
right? Damn, we definitely gonna make it, man. Like, we are bound to make it. It has been years.
It's been years, dog.
It's been years we've been at it. And I feel like if it was true, even not entirely true, if it was like partially true that you can come in the market and make millions, like these guys are saying, we would have been millionaires a long time by now. We would be multi-millionaires by now.
Yo, bro.
But this just proves that that's not true, bro. That's not true.
Those
guys are just genius in terms of marketing their things, their advertisement. They're always with the girls, and they know that you have financial problems and you will be interested in those type of things, right? And then you will like buy the course, you will buy the signals, you will invest. Some of them now have like, they say, crowdfunding, where people are depositing money to one account where this guy will trade. Like, it's getting ridiculous. Like, it's getting ridiculous. People are running with that, but they no longer even trade it.
What? I never even heard of it.
And there's this thing called crowdfunding. I'm telling you, bro.
What?
Where they get their followers to send cash to a specific account, and then they give them like the login and the password, whereby you can, the investor logins, whereby you have access to an account, but then you cannot trade it. Like, so you're able to see the profits, the losses, the balance. It's called crowdfunding. And this guy was exposed by Rival Freaks like last week, whereby people deposited like thousands, 500s, and it had like a balance of 2 million rands, and he just ran with it. He never even traded the amount.
What?
Just
that
imagine.
Is just sick.
So you are there watching this account, thinking this guy is gonna trade, he's gonna split profits. He doesn't even trade, just withdraws. It's insane. Like, it's getting ridiculous, bro. Like, for real. Like, it's getting.
These people are evildoers, sure.
100%. 100%. Like,
how can you do that, though?
Like, bro, these guys.
And there's people like who are actually following.
Yeah, bro. There are these newbies like who don't know, who are thinking, because even
today,
there's
always going to be.
There's always. Even today, there's someone who has just been introduced. There's someone right now who's on Instagram watching like a hawk, like watching these guys, like saying, yo, this lifestyle. And if they can say on a live Instagram video, yo, bro, send 1,000, I'll trade it for you. You have seen this guy has a Mercedes Benz, a G63, whatever. He's saying, give me your money, I'll trade it.
Direct scam.
You know what I'm saying? Just like that.
What?
I hate. And it's ridiculous because most of them, even these cars now, they are being like owned by dealerships. Some of them, it's a lot going on. Like,
No.
it's just sad. And
Forex
people don't learn, bro.
Forex is not easy.
Not easy, bro. Like,
It's not.
damn, like, you know.
If I was asked that, what was the hardest thing that I've ever considered in my life?
Yeah.
It would be Forex.
Yeah.
Having considered that path was hard on its own.
Just imagine. Yeah, I know. It's a problem. Yo, guys, this video has been long, man. So we're definitely going to make more videos, maybe of live trades, you know what I'm saying, or analysis and all of that, you know what I'm saying. A whole lot is going to happen. I'm saying I just need to cut the video short because it has been long, and I hope you have learned a thing or two, you know what I'm saying. And then, yeah, man, we are not saying this thing because maybe we don't have money and maybe we are jealous of the guys or whatever. We are telling you our own, like, experiences being in this thing, you know what I'm saying. But then, yeah, it is what it is, man. And hopefully everybody will learn at some point, man, you know what I'm saying. So, yes, sir, man. See you on the next video. I bet.